Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard. But not with Greenie's dental treats. Greenie's. Make health a treat. Also, try Greenie's dog food and toppers.
This is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Now at 8, downtown destruction. A mob goes on a vandalism spree through downtown LA after police break up a concert.
And an investigation and a call for justice tonight after a teenager is slammed to the ground by an officer. Tonight we get both sides of the story from the teen's family and police.
And honoring the fallen this Memorial Day weekend, the somber observances in memory of those who sacrificed their lives. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gio Insignares.
And I'm Leslie Betty, and welcome to Kcal News at 8. We're streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. We do begin with breaking news. A hiker rescued in Chatsworth. Just minutes ago, firefighters pulling the hiker into a helicopter after he fell 30 feet at Stony Point rock climbing area. That man is now on his way to a hospital for treatment. There's no word on his condition. Well, turning now to South LA, where a pursuit came to a violent end. Kcal over the aftermath of a crash just off Imperial Highway and Broadway.
LAPD says the chase started on the 110 in El Segundo over a possible stolen car. The pursuit only lasted a minute before the crash on the 110-105 transition. One person was arrested, and amazingly, no one was hurt.
Turning now to a mob of people rampaging through downtown LA, tagging police cars and vandalizing metro trains.
Kcal News reporter Lauren Posen is downtown with the video and the damage left behind.
There's a lot of damage, and while it may look like this is a deserted strip mall, it's not. There's businesses here, and nearly every single business you're looking at has freshly tagged graffiti right on it. And so while this is where it all ended, it actually started right across the street from where we are. Pure mayhem in downtown Los Angeles. A huge mob of people started tagging whatever and wherever they could Saturday night on Trinity Avenue near Washington Boulevard. Watch as a group begins spray painting 2 Metro trains. Metro says around 50 people blocked the train's path, tagging not only the outside but the inside of one of the trains too. A patrol car was also hit as the officer tried to drive away. A person who witnessed the chaos says it happened right after LAPD shut down a rooftop event.
There was a show by Dead City Punk, and there was easily over like 3,000 people there. And we were on top of a parking lot, so what ended up happening is that it got too crazy, it got too crowded.
One person at the show shared this video that shows what he's talking about.
There was people with hairsprays, and then they had like a lighter, so it was kind of like a flamethrower basically.
LAPD showed up in riot gear and declared an unlawful assembly, but the crowd didn't back down.
The reason why the cops started pushing forward is because people were messing with the cops. They were antagonizing them. They threw fireworks at them. They were throwing water bottles, beer cans, anything you can think of. They were throwing stuff. Witnesses
say police fired rubber bullets at the crowd, which eventually cleared out. People who were there admit it did get out of control, but they also say that's part of the appeal of these shows.
That's kind of like the energy of those type of shows. People are just gonna go there to just let out all the frustration and anger that they have built from life, family, society. There was a lot of damage done, and that wasn't right.
Metro says no one was hurt, but service was delayed about 20 minutes. No arrest either, but police tell us they're investigating. Reporting in downtown Los Angeles, Lauren Posen, Kcal News.
Well, a fight breaking out yesterday at a match between the Los Angeles Galaxy and San Diego FC. Cell phone video here shows people fighting in the stands right after the game ended at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Multiple people got involved in that brawl that spilled into the parking lot. Now, both teams released a joint statement saying there's no room for violence in their sport, calling the incident unacceptable. The team's Major League Soccer and local law enforcement are now investigating.
Turning now to next weather, a mild start to the weekend as you take a live look outside toward Long Beach.
Yeah, meteorologist Lucas Spina. Yeah,
I was just taking it in, like dramatic pause. Like, you know, holiday weekend, just nice and relaxing.
I know, right? I hope people are enjoying this Sunday night with no Sunday scaries, though.
No, none at all.
No
Most
Sunday
people have it off.
But that view just kind of left you speechless, right?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It is so pretty out there. Sun is setting and temperatures are starting to cool down this evening, but it was a pretty nice day. Tomorrow, we're also looking at pretty close to average numbers, so it's going to be feeling really good outside. Here's a live look at LAX. Again, things are looking good out there for a Sunday especially. As we take a look at current conditions, Burbank checking in at 64 degrees, some light winds there. And the next 12 hours, Thousand Oaks, you're going to continue dropping down into the 50s and then low 60s as we head into the 8 a.m. hour and upper 60s by late morning. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon, check this out, 70s and 80s for our inland areas and 60s along the coast. So if you are headed to the beach, be aware it's not going to be a super hot day, but still it's going to be dry and temperatures are going to be warming up as we head into later in the week. We'll talk about when we get back into the 90s coming up in just a few minutes.
Olga, thank you. 2 suspects are now in custody following a deadly shooting in Barricade in South LA. This all happened last night when 3 people were shot in an alley behind a liquor store near Dalton and Florence. 2 people were killed, a woman was injured. Police set up a perimeter searching for the suspects, even bring out an armored vehicle. We're told the last suspect was taken into custody around 3:30 this morning.
Well, tonight we're learning more about the one of the victims, I should say, in the San Diego plane crash. Dominic Damian was one of the 6 passengers that were killed when the small plane crashed into a neighborhood. Cleanup is still underway in the neighborhood, but some residents were allowed back to retrieve essential belongings from their homes. That crash also injured 8 people on the ground and forced dozens of families to evacuate.
Tonight, President Trump says he's delaying a 50% tariff on goods from the European Union, pushing it back to July 9th. Meantime, the president's so-called big, beautiful budget bill is being met with more GOP resistance after the House narrowly passed it last week. Tonight, Christian Benavides reports a growing number of Republican lawmakers are now openly speaking out against it.
On this Memorial Day weekend, which doubles as a congressional recess,